If you were looking for an unboxing video on the Canon TR8620A, then stay tuned because today that's what we're going to be doing. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer unboxing video. And today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Canon TR8620A. This printer was actually released in 2019, so it's one of the newer Canon TR models. I have reviewed some of the lower models from this printer, but this is the newest one that we're going to be reviewing today. I'm really excited about it. We're going to take a look at the specs. So we're going to open up the box, we're going to take a look at the printer, we're going to set it up, and then as far as testing it, when it comes to photos, when it comes to regular printing, when it comes to the ink installation, when it comes to even repairing this printer, if you end up having to repair it or something similar, there are actually going to be 3 separate videos for those different things. This video is just the unboxing, but this video is going to connect you to some other videos. So in the description below, you actually will find 3 other videos and any other videos that I might have to fraction off from this video. But the first one's going to be an ink installation video for this printer. It's going to be me showing you how to install the ink. Next, we're going to do a print test video where we're going to test the print quality of this printer. I'm going to print off some photos and you'll see the quality that this printer is able to produce. And lastly, if you're having issues printing blank pages or not able to print a certain color. And by the way, if that's the case for your current printer even, you're actually going to want to check out my channel. You're going to want to check out the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. I'm going to be linking this product down in the description below. Essentially, if you're having one of those issues, printing blank pages, or even you have a general print quality issue, fading, your print quality is just not there, and you've used the print head cleaning through the printer, you can actually clean manually, and this will get the job done for you. You'll be back up and printing in no time. There's a link down below. Like I said, use this channel as a resource. If you have a printer model that is different than this one, you can actually go to my channel page. You can go to the search bar under videos, and you will be able to find a specific video for your specific printer or something very, very similar. So the Best Printers Cleaning Kit is the sponsor of this video. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hopefully this video ends up being helpful. If it is, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. We just hit 37,000 subscribers. I'm really excited about that because we're in January, and so we have the whole year ahead of us to see how many subscribers we can get. I really want this channel to be a resource for you when it comes to anything to do with printers for this upcoming year. So subscribe if you haven't already done so. Now, there are going to be other links as well. One of them will be to this printer itself, the Canon TR8620A, and then I'm going to drop in some links for the Canon ink, but then also some remanufactured ink that's going to be a lot less expensive. So you can choose which route you end up going. Now lastly, if this video is above and beyond, you really appreciate it and you want to show that appreciation, you can actually leave a super thanks donation. There's a button down below. You can click on it. You can give anywhere from $1 all the way up to as much as you would like. Of course, it's above and beyond, but it's always greatly appreciated. Alright, so why don't we get started and open up this box. Alright, so right out of the box, what we're going to get, of course, is the printer itself. We're going to get some ink cartridges, and we're going to have a power cable along with a landline cable is what I'm going to call it. And you have, of course, the user manual. So this is everything that comes in the box. This is what you should receive when you purchase the Canon TR8620A in the United States. So now to set it up, what we're going to need to do is we're going to remove all of this orange tape. There is orange tape also that is not visible from this angle. So you just want to make sure to remove all of that before we get started. Now, the most important thing to prepare before we actually start printing with this printer is to remove the orange tape that is on the actual print head. Now, to access the print head, all you're going to have to do is there is a little divot on the side where I just put my hand and lifted, and that is the piece of orange tape you need to remove. The print head, if it is locked in that position with the tape, you will not actually be able to print. You will have to remove that before you go on and print. It seems really simple, but it's something that can get you if you're not paying attention. So now we're powering on. This is the power cable. You see the different inputs that the printer has. We actually do have that, what I'm going to call landline connection cable. We're going to be installing that later on in the video. So now we have power, so we're going to power on. Alright, so this is our initial setup. Essentially what we're doing is we want to get to the point where we can actually start using the printer and print something out. So to get to that point, we have to go through some of these questions. You're going to select your language. And on most printers, you actually have a series of different questions to answer and settings to go through. But this one is simply asking for your language, and then you're going to get right into the next step. And the very first thing that the printer is going to prompt us to do is it's going to prompt us to install the ink. Now, we're not going to be doing a full ink installation tutorial right here, simply because we're going to be doing a separate video for the ink installation. Now, I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description below for some remanufactured versions of this ink. That is going to be a lot less expensive. However, there is a risk that the printer won't receive those cartridges. So just do your research and decide if you want to go that route. Many times you are able to use remanufactured ink. So here we're going to speed through some of the ink installation. And once we have the ink installed, we can then move forward with the rest of the setup. And ultimately, we're going to be able to print. Alright, so why don't we actually talk about the paper tray on this printer? There are actually two paper trays. There is a bottom paper tray. You can actually fit 100 sheets of paper down there. And then you're going to have a back paper tray. The back paper tray also is able to hold 100 sheets of paper, plain paper. Now, when it comes to specialty paper, such as photo paper, I would primarily use the back paper tray, and you're not going to be able to fit 100 sheets because that's a thicker type of paper. You're going to be able to fit a lot less. Now, the different sizes that this printer is able to handle is a regular standard size 8.5 by 11, but then also you can fit legal size, which is 8.5 by 14. You can fit number 10 envelopes, and you can even fit cardstock. Now, of course, cardstock definitely would be on the rear paper tray, but you are able to use cardstock with this printer. So you have a lot of options. You have a lot of different types of paper. Virtually every photo paper is compatible with this printer. Not only Canon photo paper, you can also go with Epson or HP. So now what we're doing is we're actually going to be doing an alignment. I recommend that you do this, and I put this in the video just simply so you can see. It's a pretty simple process. It does take a little bit of time, but if you're patient with it, it will be worth it because you want your print head to be aligned. And the long term is where you're going to see the effect of that. Well, you're not going to see it because if you didn't do it, then you would have the issue. But if you end up doing the alignment, then you're actually going to benefit from it. So I always recommend that you do the alignment whenever you're setting up your printer. Now, some of the other features that this printer has is it actually has answering machine connectivity, caller rejection, checks, RX fax info, dial search, fax number re-entry, fax reception rejection, memory transmission, redial, and remote reception. You do have a 4.3-inch LCD touchscreen. It's a color touchscreen, and that is a really great feature on this printer. It makes things really easy in my opinion. You have a high-speed USB, Ethernet, and you have a PIC bridge, LAN, wireless LAN. Alright, so now we are going to connect to Wi-Fi. It's very important that you follow all the steps that I'm going to outline here in this video. So you're going to click on the Wi-Fi button, you're going to click on Wi-Fi, and then you're going to select Wi-Fi setup. Once you select Wi-Fi setup, you're going to click manual connect. This is actually going to search for your wireless router. It actually pulled up all of the Wi-Fi hotspots in the area and the routers. I selected mine, and now I'm inputting my password, which is why the screen is blurred. So it's really as simple as that. Once you get that in there, once you've inputted your password, you are able to connect wirelessly. There's various different options there, but if you select the options that I did, you should have no problem connecting to your wireless router, given that that is the way you need to connect wirelessly. There might be another way that you need to connect. You're going to have to look into that. So the scope of this video is really unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this printer. Now I do cover some other additional information and have other videos, of course, that I've already mentioned. Now another really good source for information on this printer is the actual link to the Canon TR8620 that I have down below. If you click that link, it'll take you to a page. If you scroll down on that page, you'll be able to get all the information that you need on this printer. Now aside from that, you also have your user manual. Your user manual is going to cover a lot of different things. It's going to cover all of the setup. It's going to cover some extra things, connecting to Wi-Fi, connecting your smartphone if you need to connect your smartphone, and then downloading the Canon app. Canon app is going to be a very good tool for you to have if you have a smartphone. This is Android or Apple. You can download that app. You can actually print directly from that app and do various different functions with the app. This is the Ethernet cable that actually comes with the printer. Now this is great because actually I don't usually see printers, especially the ones I've reviewed the past 20, really include a Ethernet cable. So this is really good if you're going to be using an Ethernet cable. Next, as I discussed the Canon app, I'm actually going to be showing you how to go into the Apple App Store. You're going to download that app, and once you have the app, you're going to go through all the prompts. It's going to ask you different questions. The next thing you need to do is actually add your printer. Now there's different ways you can connect to the printer. The easiest way is probably going to be with Wi-Fi. So it is worth mentioning that the print resolution on this printer is 4800 by 1200 dpi. That is really good quality. That is really going to show when you print photos specifically. Now if you go back and watch the video, my top 3 printers for 2023, this printer is actually the #2 printer on that video. The reason being is this printer has so many different features and it's at such a good price. The only thing that it's really missing is that it's not up there with the tank-like printers. But I can forgive that because everything else is phenomenal on the printer. You're going to get great print quality. You're going to get a lot of different capacities. You have that 5-color system, 5-color print head. You have an SD card on the left side of the printer. You just have a lot of different inputs that normally, there's a lot of printers that don't have that, or if they do, you're paying a very high price. So I really do recommend this printer, especially for the average consumer. Alright, so I really hope that this video ended up being helpful. Again, if it was, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also remember all of the product links that are in the description below and the video links in the description below. Remember, I did an ink installation video where I show you how to install the ink on this printer. I did a print quality test video, which you should really see the quality on some of those photos. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about when I talk about the photo quality that this printer is able to produce. And then lastly, if you're having issues printing blank pages or not able to print a certain color, I have a video on how to fix that problem. So I hope all of this information is helpful. Interact with everything that is down below this video. But that's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.